Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Coach Raheem, and today I'm going to share with you a message about the key to having the dream life. Now, this is an exciting topic for me because there are so many people who are living a life that is not uh, fruitful, is not fulfilling, is not happy. Uh, it's just not what, if that person were to describe their dreams, is not their dream life. It's more the life of uh, paying bills, going from one day to the next in this vicious cycle of unhappiness where you're constantly doing things that don't necessarily help you, constantly doing things that don't serve you, constantly doing things that don't fulfill you. And this is one of the greatest tragedies of the life that we have. Like, we waste so much of our time on things that just do not build us up, don't fulfill us, don't make us feel good, don't bring any real value to who we are as a person, as a full person, as the being that you were born to be. And it's just the worst, you know. Part of the reason why I do what I do is because I see my purpose as being connected to other people's purpose. One of the things I've always noticed about myself as I was coming up is I always really enjoyed or loved seeing people do what they love doing. And everybody is not wired that way. Like, we all enjoy seeing people do great things, but there was something about watching someone really get involved in doing what they do. It's like it's just I don't know, it motivated me in a different kind of way. It made me like, man, look at this person. They're so focused. They're so involved. And it made me very curious about them. Like, what makes the person who loves doing what they're doing go in so focused, so determined to fulfill that thing that they want to do? So that's what I'm going to talk about. I call it the master key to your dream life. So first and foremost, in order to have the key to your dream life, you absolutely must focus on what you love doing. Do not focus on money or focus on bills or focus on things that you want out of life. Those things are important, but they're secondary. The very first thing, if you want to live your dream life, is to focus on what you love doing. I mean, the things that really fill you up. The thing that, if money was not an option, was not an object, and paying bills was not an object, and all of the responsibilities that we think so important were not objects, what would you spend most of your time doing? What would make you the most happiest? Okay. And if you don't know what that thing is, then I urge you to spend time figuring out what you absolutely love, the things that inspire you, the thing that makes you want to get up in the morning, the thing that would keep you up all night long, where you almost don't need any sleep, where you're just completely driven by it. Focus on those things. Don't focus on, for example, money. Some of the students that I work with who are graduating from college, because I actually coach a few students who are on their verge of finishing up college, and some are completed with college and they're working at these jobs. And the biggest thing that many people who are coming out of college deal with is life. Here it is, I went to college, put in 4 years, and I'm not completely sure what I want to do with my life. And to me, it's just the worst. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's it can be such a downer when you graduate from college and the return on investment from your degree is just so low. It doesn't really serve you. It's not a fulfilling life. You get to the end and you realize that, what, this is not what I wanted to do. The life that we live can sometimes not really be true to who we are personally in our own identity, because when we're growing up, society, our family members, our friends, all of these people around us who mean well sometimes will whisper in our ears, suggest certain things that we should be doing, and we kind of buy into it. We allow ourselves to be moved in a direction that society pushes and pulls us in, as opposed to really being truthful with ourselves and honoring who we are and learning to accept the things that we absolutely love doing. Some people want to be musicians, or some people want to be artists, and some people want to, travel the world. Yet and still, when you look at their life, it's nothing like that. They're doing the things that fear has driven them to do. Fear says, what, you have to get a job to pay your bills. You have to have a family. You have to get married. All of these different things. And those things are nice, but they are secondary in comparisons to what you really should be doing with your time, which is honoring your whole purpose for being here. Your purpose for being here is genetically wired into what you love doing. It's like the fail-safe of the universe. The universe says, you know what? We want to produce a certain thing, and then here you come. And deep within your DNA, you have the ingredients, the recipe, all of the things that you need to be and fulfill your purpose. Now, to guarantee that your purpose comes out is tied in very tightly to a love feeling, that feeling of energy, that feeling of vibrance, that feeling of, what, I don't need to sleep all day. I can sleep less. I love working out. I get up very early. I get up at 3 o'clock, and then I'm at the gym at 4 o'clock, and I'm at the gym at 4 until about 5:30, sometimes a little bit later, depending on what it is. But when I say that to people, I know what's going through their mind, because I hear it all the time. Man, why you get up so early? When you love doing something, the energy just comes out of nowhere. It's, before you know it, you're pushed, you're driven. And the same thing applies to all of the other things in life that you really should be doing. Is tied to what you love. You will get the energy to just do it. It'll push you. But if you focus in on, oh, well, I need a job, I got to make money, got to pay bills, then, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, that's going to weigh on you, because eventually that the mundane life of doing what you don't love doing that's like a prison cell. Is not the life that you want. It's just not. If you focus on that life, you'll find yourself saying, I want better for my kids. I want to provide a life for my kids where you're living through your kids. And, living through your kids can be a huge mistake. Being happy for your kids because your kids are doing what they enjoy doing, that's one thing. But some people actually live through their kids, and they try to mold their kids into the life that they really wanted. And it's a huge mistake. And, I work with a lot of young people, and I could see the frustration on their face when they're trying to live up to someone else's expectations. It's just the worst thing is, kids are people, not just kids, but people in general. We're all very special.